Hey Storm Chasers, welcome to Diegplaysgames. In today's video, we're diving straight into the heart-pounding world of tornado chasing in the game OUTBRK. Whether you're a seasoned chaser or a newbie learning to learn the ropes, this tutorial will cover everything you need to know about tracking and intercepting tornadoes safely and effectively. Let's jump straight in. Alrighty, here's the main menu, and we're going to go over a couple things. First thing is our play button. We get three things: a tutorial, which will teach us the basics of OUTBRK and the basics of storm chasing, give us some relevant information regarding CAPE, high altitude wind, low altitude wind, velocities, a lot of really good information for new players. Offline, if quick play isn't working or maintenance is going on, sometimes server loads are low, you can always hop on offline and immediately get straight into the action, which I think is good. Second thing is we're going to go over to our garage. We get two options here, our vehicle. Now, there are a couple of vehicles. This is early access. We're going to go with, we start off with traditional. You can also select Zenith. It comes free if you want. The magnitude costs 150. Altitude costs 250. And you get this currency in-game by chasing tornadoes. I should have mentioned that. Chasing tornadoes, getting pictures, reporting, and those are all going to be wall clouds, funnel clouds, and tornadoes on the ground themselves, as well as deploying probes in the damage path of a tornado will acquire some additional income because you're acquiring additional data. So that's how you earn income in this game, and we'll show you how to do that as well. The Vanguard, 250. And then these are going to be uniques. I'm not entirely sure how these work. They're read it out for me, but you got the Extreme Tornado Tours, Live Storm Tracers, the VK2, and then the Dominator 3, which is iconic. You can also choose various paint jobs, various tire rims, grills, some plexiglass. I haven't seen this before. That's kind of fun. Weather vanes and stuff. A lot of cool customization. You can really pimp out your car if you really want. The character is about the same thing. You have a couple characters. You get to go through, customize it. You spend your coins and do that. And then once you're ready, you'll go ahead and we're going to jump right in. So once you finish loading into the world, it will start loading it and it will initialize the atmosphere. Now, do keep in mind this can take 2 to 3 minutes, depending on your power of your computer. Essentially, what the world is doing is creating randomized elements and CAPE, basically storm feeding elements that the storm will then move through and interact with. As it moves on, it can gain strength, lose strength. It's really, education is the strongest tool you can have in this game because it will tell you whether or not a storm is worth chasing, which is sometimes is guesswork, I'm not even going to lie. Or it can give you some better insight as to which storm is best. Once you load in, you're going to appear at a gas station. I wanted to take a moment to go over every single info view and all of our buttons. So Editor Dieg here, just wanted to post a screenshot of all the key mappings that are defaulted. Player controls, WASD to move, tab to open the radar, F to enter and exit a vehicle, and the rest of it is also on there. Q, we'll place down our probe. You gotta hold Q. You can't do it in a gas station. You cannot do it on a road. It has to be on ground somewhere. This is the camera. It lets you zoom in, zoom out, and if you hold down left click, you will take a photo of whatever you're looking at. R will bring out your phone. The smartphone is how you report wall clouds, funnel clouds, and tornadoes on the ground. That will highlight them on the map and allow for easier tracking. V will enable VoIP, which is basically proximity chat for any other players that might be in the server with you. Now let's go over the radar and its various info panels. The first thing you do when you open it is you get a chance to look at your reflectivity of the current storm system. So right now, we got high reflectivity in the middle of these, lots of rainfall. Reflectivity is a measured way of ground-based radar that bounces radar waves off precipitation. So it's used to measure intensity of precipitations. Darker purples mean higher, lighter greens and blues means not as strong. Velocity is whether or not green is moving towards you, red is away. Essentially, winds converging in a tight area is an indicator of high rotation. You want really strong reds, pinks, and whites, or really strong blues and whites, kind of all in the same area. If they are strong whites and blues and they're like all the way over here, they don't matter because of course they're moving away from you. These are the essential products, and those will help you identify storms in the game. Now, if you really want to get into it, you got to go through your advanced products. Our surface map will give us various highs and lows of temperatures, of knots, and the dew point. Your ML cape is extremely important. CAPE measures the potential energy in the atmosphere and essentially stands for convective available potential energy that a storm will be using as it goes through an area. So, for example, as this storm moves east, it's going to be encountering roughly 3,500 joules of CAPE, and it will use that joule energy to intensify and strengthen. Strong indicators here are going to be, oh wow, we got really strong lower atmosphere winds. This is basically a really good way to determine wind shear. If you have all three kind of in the same area, highlighted super red, that's a really strong indicator of wind shear. Lower, middle, and upper atmosphere winds are recorded on 250, 500, and 850. These are the severe thunderstorms happening. Yellow boxes are the severe thunderstorm warnings. Essentially, we're going to be looking at our CAPE, really strong CAPE coming in from southwest. That's the first indicator. Weak CAPE happening kind of where this is, so this is indicating that I don't want to really go here. It looks like this CAPE is going to be eaten up by this, though, so southwest towards St. John Fort City might be where we want to go. It looks like this is developing some sort of velocity as well, on top of wind shear, on top of higher atmosphere wind. That might be a pretty good indicator to go. So really quick, that's how you would use the radar to make a quick analysis of your surroundings and make a decision of which storms are worth pursuing, and basically you just get on the road from there. Okay, and just like I predicted, this storm did end up creating a tornado warning. It's out of the map still. It's too far away for me to interact with, but you could see how dark it's getting over there, which is a good indicator. Is this the road I'm supposed to be on? No. All right, and just so you guys saw, they did report a tornado up there. So a tornado ended up forming. Yeah, it looks like some really strong rotation right in the middle of this thing. It's pretty cool. Anyway, our storm is looking pretty good as well. Still a tornado warning. We are on approach and almost there. All right, so we have reached Intercept path, I think. Right now the tornado is super rain clouded and it's all the way over there. But as of right now, we are in a pretty good position to go ahead and watch and see how the storm develops. This is an important step, just watching and waiting for this thing to come up on you, apparently. This thing is walking fast. Where are you? There you are. Found you. Tracking towards the back of this system. So essentially, we just observe and report. How are we doing? Oh, I really hope it makes its way a little more east. Very impressive. Look at that. Optimal photo. Okay, it's tracking west slightly. This is not good. We want it to move the other way. Very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, this thing is tracking straight north almost into dead wind and no cape. Storm will probably die. Okay, it's dissipating. And just like that, it's gone. All right. Alright, and after a successful chase and you're ready to call it, next thing you do is head straight to a gas station, and that will allow you to exit the game. Alrighty, and once you're at the gas station, you go ahead and you leave chase, confirm. It'll give you a daily earnings. I only took pictures, so I didn't get that much. Deducted for gas and vehicle towing, vehicle damage. Apparently I hit some debris. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then once you head back out to the garage, be presented with the main menu, and you can start it all over again. And that's it for today's tutorial on tornado chasing in Outbreak. I hope you found this guide helpful and that you are ready to chase some storms now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more thrilling content. Until next time, stay safe and happy chasing.